Hi, welcome back to Tarot by Jillian. So I'm gonna kind of do kind of an observational read, but it's more fun than my last few reads. So I've noticed throughout. I was a hairstylist for 20 years, and I noticed a huge correlation between people's feelings and whether they had like a good hair day or not. And especially if I was coloring people's hair, like sometimes their mood would be so uh like chaos and confusion that it's like, should I really even do your hair? Like, I would have those experiences a lot. And you know, so when I was a hairstylist, I noticed that a lot of people had ways that they would do kind of new techniques because I went to hair school in like the 2000s, early 2000s. So, yeah, so that was kind of my art that like it had to change. Uh it was artwork that grew out no matter what. So that's why I chose that profession. But I noticed that when I was doing hair, a lot of people that were my peers would explain techniques, and I just kind of wanted to like really reiterate to them all the time that if they went to hair school in the early 2000s, foiling was like a new thing. Like they weren't even really in my state. They weren't even testing on foil techniques. They weren't even they didn't even have a test for it yet. That's how new of a technique it was. So when people would be kind of my age or like went to hair school around that time and tried to, I guess, like in a woman dominated field, it would be kind of considered mansplaining. Kind of would be. And so I knew, so uh, I had a lot of really innovative things that I just blocked from explaining to people that, uh, honestly, were had the same experience I did for the same amount of time. You know, yeah. They kind of just viewed me as like someone to disregard. That I would be like really interested in how they did the techniques and stuff. But I really, you know, I was kind of more of my own kind of planner. I would talk about ways to do hair, and I would kind of think of the most difficult kind of like the most difficult innovative way to do it instead of like what I would naturally do. And it was a it was like an intuitive defense. And I just wonder if like hair has like an intuitive defense. Here's the Scorpio card again. I don't like it's like it's a transitional card or it's like a death to something. But if it's not like out with the moon card, it's not like a physical death. Yeah, so it's like I would have ideas just kind of like happen. And I was like 14 years old, 13 years old, cutting hair in people's bathrooms and stuff. Excuse me. Uh, I was kind of like a Mozart in the hair realm because uh, they didn't really have foiling techniques. And I kind of already knew how to do them before they explained it. And I have, you know, just like skills that I had developed before I even decided to go to hair school really came into play. So I was like an expert at shaping eyebrows before I even started waxing eyebrows. Uh, yeah, so it's like I had a very King of Swords kind of thing, but I also had like an artistry about it. But I wouldn't hesitate if I saw someone do something innovative. I didn't really hesitate to ask them how they did it if I really couldn't figure out what they did without by just looking at it. You know, sometimes I can figure out how people how to achieve a look just by looking at it. But if I couldn't, I didn't have such a like a artist ego to where I wouldn't be like, okay, how did you blend that? You know, how did you make that color? What color line did you use for that? Like, I was kind of nosy about stuff that I really liked. And that was kind of my way of meddling, you know, and it's like the universe is fine with that. Like, you know, learning learning skills, uh, you know, you just it's like it was really hard for me to be in a beauty industry and have kind of my own like simplistic way of doing things because it almost had this like, oh my gosh, she doesn't care so much, but like she has makeup on and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I'm a hottie and I know how to like emphasize different things in my hotness. I have levels of hotness. I have like, you know, and I think I should because I don't really see like men looking fine all the time. You know, it's like it's like expectations that other people can't even achieve. I just am like, I don't even want to look at it. I don't even want to look at it. I don't even care about standards of uh, the general public, like at all. Because, yeah, and I'm being a Queen of Swords right now. This is my bitch slapping with the truth. This should be bitch slap tarot because I do it for the kids. Because kids, they have absolutely no problem calling my ass out on things. You know why? Because they know that they are my teacher. But like people that are my own age or like older trying to like especially trying to like chastise me or make me feel like, you know, I'm like some kind of punk teenager. And it's like, you know what? I wasn't I wasn't ever really a punk teenager. I had the reputation of a punk teenager because I'm a badass ninja bitch. And my son, Mikey, would be like, My mom's a ninja. And the kids in his like kindergarten and first grade class would just be like, that's cool. Your mom's a ninja? Really, dude? He'd be like, yeah. She says it all the time. She says, I'm a ninja all the time. My mom says I'm a ninja all the time. Yeah. I don't like to lie to you. Because, you know, being a ninja mom of a Street Fighter, uh, kind of like Wreck-It Ralph style fighter that hasn't really ever been in a fight. Just trained at a dojo for like 3 years and won King of the Ring all the time. All the time. He was like literally the King of the Ring at his dojo. And he's like, my mom's a ninja. And Mikey Mo's like, well, I'm a ninja. I'm just like a Street Fighter ninja. So if Mikey Mo's a ninja, then his mom's a ninja. And why is that? Why is, if Mikey Mo is a ninja, why is his mom automatically a ninja then? I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. Because I beat him in sparring. Yeah, I did. I beat my son, who was king of the ring in his dojo that he trained at in sparring in the front yard. I trained 2 ninjas. I had 2 boys. I have 2 ninjas. So I'm this justice card. It's my major arcana. I raised 2 boys. I got 2 ninjas, right? And then I'm a ninja. And I ninja them with love. Like, my way of the ninja is totally different than anything you've ever seen before. Like, but I have 2 ninjas. I have 2 ninjas that derive from that. Anything else, cards? Should this be BitchSlap Tarot? Like, look at the good seeds that I like planted. Like, I raised 10 girls, but like I had 2 boys too. One was my own, and then one was my nephew that was not even a year older than him. And I drove their asses to Taekwondo, okay? I'm not even making it up, all right? Landon's like an expert at the bow staff. It's just like, I love being a boy mom. I only got to do it twice. And the girl mom thing, I'm a master at. So I have one daughter that I physically had, but I have 9 nieces. So, expert parent, raising ninjas and stuff. And like, what does this mean? What does this mean to this BitchSlap Tarot? Like, it's like I'm an emperor in like a different kind of way. Like, I have a different kind of hangout. It's like this social media drama is like really kind of like giving me some info to like shuffle some cards on. Like, seriously. Betrayals everywhere. I'm just gonna side eye this card. I can't even help it. I can't even help it. And it's like not even because of my teachings. It's not even because of what my tarot teacher taught me about that card. So this is like the new territory card. So I have kind of like, I have like techniques for like hood shamans. And this is kind of like my hood shaman card. Because it's like, you got extra, you got stuffs, and then you have like the environment and environmental action with you too. Yeah. I should teach a class on it, but it's like, it says it's going to be abused. It's like, ugh. I just kind of like channeled my nephew, Lando, and he's like, these, these look like bow staffs. I can just like pick these up. Just like bow staff. And this card came out. Bow staff. Fall from the sky. Okay. Saying like Empress. Empress moves on this BitchSlap tarot. Alright, I'm gonna gather up my cards. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a quick read. So, since I raised two boys and they are both different types of ninjas, but still ninjas, totally ninjas, was that a beneficial like Empress move? As an Empress acting as a mom and a dad. Because I was doing both. Times two. Okay, so first card out is the Emperor. So this represents me. So like the trees or the divine universe is saying like it was like a dad move in a way. Empress style. Or like a new way of teaching it, because I had already done self-defense and a little bit of taekwondo before my son and my nephew started training. So I was already a master at self-defense. And I have a different way of teaching it. Okay, so this is like the Nowie Wowie, and I usually don't take reversals on these, but I think it's worth noting the Tower reverse is like yeah, like the download of like Stay Puft Marshmallow. The traveler. There's a dog that's next to me, the neighbor's dog, and they named it Marshmallow. But I like refuse to call this dog Marshmallow because it's like the most beautiful German Shepherd, like a beigey kind of German Shepherd. And I call him Stay Puffed because he's so like badass that I'm like, I can't call you Marshmallow, dude. I have to call you Stay Puffed. He goes for walks. I'm like, okay, so like right underneath the tower is this is like the wakey wakey card, or it's like sometimes it's like spiritual, like a spiritual upgrade. Some readers, like if you're talking quantum, it's like quantum leaping. Okay, so there's like a difficult situation with this because with okay, so the question is, was that beneficial for me to train two different types of ninjas as like a boy mom? So it's like, yeah, good dad move. It's like actually really helpful for moving forward. And like teaching it is gonna like be awesome because like it's like we have techniques that like it seems like the techniques, it doesn't really matter how big the person is, uh, still like is effective. And yeah, it kind of takes difficult situations and brings like an independence to it. And it's a victory with you know, it kind of helps get out of bullying situations, and it kind of produces like a natural leader in ways. Now, I wouldn't say that my son and my nephew should lead in the same way or even the same things. That it's like two different types of leading. Okay. So it's like actually like a surprising like information, I guess. Like a surprising tidbit about uh me being a ninja, gangsta, basic bitch tarot reader. Yeah. I'm really making quite a name for myself, I think. Bye.